This is Watcher 3 to Cipher 9. Things are a little chaotic without Keeper, so I need a minute to pull our files on Voss. In the meantime, I did want someone more familiar, but...
Apologies for the wait. Playing catch-up with our friends in the diplomatic service, but we think we can brief you.
I didn't realize we had an expert on board.
The diplomatic service has more experience with Voss than anyone. Certainly more than me.
We never served on Voss personally. It's a newly discovered world, home to a simple humanoid civilization. One species, one government, one city. Voss Ka.
Primitive. They didn't even have spaceflight when we made first contact.
But they have art and laws and culture. More importantly, they have citizens who can use the Force. Not Jedi or Sith, but something different.
New Force users could change the balance of power.
The Voss Force sensitives are called mystics. They're healers and fortune-tellers, utterly revered and considered infallible. We want the Voss and the mystics to ally with the Empire. The Republic is petitioning them too, yet they remain stubbornly neutral.
Of course, half the galaxy has spies there. Who wouldn't? Keeper's files clearly indicate conspirator involvement, but no names or details. All I've got are instructions for a meet.
Keeper wasn't one to follow hunches.
I agree. She saw something in these files I don't. I'm sorry. There's a tea house in Voss Ka proper. You're supposed to wait for a contact. He'll identify himself with the phrase, anew as the spring. I don't know who he is, or whether Keeper told him about the Star Cabal, but he'll know more than I do.
Assuming he's in one piece.
Assuming that, Watcher 3 out.
We'll await your instructions.
Outsider, enter, please. Yanato, remove incense for comfort, and pour the simple teas. We're honored.
Don't burden the woman, Phaeton.
She looked unburdened.
I am Baston. This is my tea house. Forgive my son. May we start anew as the spring?
There's nothing to forgive. I thought the welcome was very kind.
Yes, thank you.
Most the others, this woman is a friend of a good friend. I will share her time.
I'm gonna find a man's drink. Shout if they try to talk you to death.
Don't worry. The family won't bother us, and no one else suspects. Living with these creatures for 5 years earns some credibility.
5 years running a tea house is a cushy job for an operative, even with the dress code.
Not a dress code. Surgical alterations so I could replace the real Baston. Raise his children. Kiss his wife. I don't care how exotic they look, their breath always smells like Minok dung. It's some spice in the blasted food.
I'm operating on limited information. Why am I here?
My orders were to find you a lead on Albathius, a human who showed up a few years ago. Voss called him the Shining Man. Where he came from is a mystery, but it only took him 5 weeks to go from outsider to practically Voss. Went through a dozen rites to earn their respect. Knew their culture inside and out. Knew their politics. Textbook infiltration. Impossibly perfect.
Craft is one thing, but you make it sound like he worked miracles.
Other people tried what he did, went through Voss initiations. At best, they got a pat on the head, like a pet learning a trick. The Shining Man was something different. The Voss believed in him, and he played them perfect. Then he died peacefully, buried with honors. No one's touched the case much since, so if you want to learn what the Shining Man was up to, you've got a nasty job. Start with the tomb.
What does died peacefully mean?
It means he went to his home in Voss Ka one night and didn't wake up. Heart condition, they said. Tombs at the base of the mountain, holiest place a non-Voss can be interred. Predators keep the area clear these days. If you want to go in as a pilgrim, I've left clothes and instructions at a dead drop. Give me a call once you're in.
Theraton returns at sunset.
Our family must prepare a welcome. We will speak again. You're holding a Voss outfit, part of the pilgrim's ritual to the Shining Man's tomb. Best way to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Tradition says the pilgrim's supposed to collect ceremonial offerings from the Seeker's path. That'll be your first stop. Then the tomb itself. Just watch out for the subhumans. The Voss call them Gormak, but all you need to know is that they're vermin with blasters.
Nice digs for a conspirator. Where I come from, a place like this gets looted in a week.
Baston, I'm in position. Nothing in the sarcophagus but dust and a scroll.
Dust? No way the body decayed that fast on its own. Send me a high-res image and bring the scroll back. Dust sample, too. We'll see what analysis turns up.
What do you think this stuff is worth in the off-world markets?
I try not to wonder. I'm not leaving the family anytime soon. Baston out.
I wondered if you would return. Perhaps the tea?
Come share our meal. My brother Darth is with us. We celebrate.
Tell us of the stars.
There's not a lot for me to tell. I'd much rather hear about you.
You are the consummate diplomat.
Come meet Theraton and my daughter.
I do not wish commando life. I welcome outsiders, not guard against them.
You would leave our world.
I would see Voss and other worlds. Your people bring change.
When this planet is part of the Empire, you'll share in our glory.
The three have made no decision. Allies must be equals.
We have spoken enough. Our guest grows tired.
It has been our privilege.
I appreciate you putting up with that. Let's get to work. I'll send the ashes for analysis, but I'm more interested in the scroll. It's sort of an epitaph. Calls the Shining Man a man of prophecy, who was made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine of Healing.
Something not sit right with you.
The Mystics have a whole library of prophecies. The rest of the Voss revere the Mystics because their prophecies are always right. If the Mystics prophesied the Shining Man's arrival, it would explain why the Voss accepted him so easily. It's awfully convenient, though.
Made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine of Healing. What does that part mean?
The Shrine of Healing is a mystic sanctuary where people go to be cured. The sick and dying, or the spiritually wounded. Only a handful of pilgrims manage to complete the trek each year. I'd guess if the Shining Man was there, it wasn't for spiritual reasons.
I've faced Jedi and Sith. I'm not afraid of their primitive cousins.
Primitive, not stupid. Don't underestimate the Mystics. There's a pilgrimage camp not too far from Voss. One of the guides there can help you reach the shrine and the wellspring. My advice, if you'll take it, play by the Mystics' rules. It's not wise to defy the order of things.
You have faced the trials, outsider, but the wellspring is for the broken.
Another outsider came here, once. I have questions about him.
The mystics tend the wellspring. The mystics make bodies and minds whole. I disturb them for nothing less.
I'm betting the mystics won't let a woman die on their doorstep.
I will take you to Amin Lay. You must do this alone.
Baston suggested patience. You're walking the path of the Shining Man. See where it goes.
The fracture is deep. To rebuild a body, a spirit, one rebuilds history. The vitalicron is the vessel of memory. Each petitioner fills. In a vitalicron, the ceremony is preserved.
These vitalicrons remember everyone who comes here.
Yes. Breathe the mists and speak true. You are the tree. Your roots, the past, the universe is soil. Your tree is sick. See what nurtures the roots and remember your early teachings. A uniform before it became a mask. Who were you then?
The military was the path to power. I'd never be a Sith, but a Moth.
You found power nonetheless. Consider now the seasons that shaped the tree. First, a season of fire. You saw the world burn. You kindled spark into the blaze. You bound yourself to a darkness falling like rain. Then a season of famine. You stood alone. Your friends and foes carved the wood of your mind. Speak of the wound. Speak of your strength.
Both sides treated me like a puppet. It all started to seem pointless.
Now you are in a season of mists. All things are obscured. Your spirit burns angry, like frost. But this cannot endure forever. You must change. What will you become?
Changing identities is what I do best. I'll be whatever I need to be.
Then only you will know when you are truly healed.
The Honored One, Amin Lay, has spoken. The healing has been recorded. You hold a vitalicron, the memory of your wholeness, technologically stored. It must go to our vaults.
I can't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Each vitalicron is genetically locked. Only its creator may know what happened. 10,000 and more are stored in the vault. Honor us by placing yours within.
The Shining Man's path continues. If he was healed, he went to the vault as well.
Baston, I found a record of the Shining Man's visit to the shrine, but it's genetically locked.
Good thing you went tomb robbing. Sending the genetic workup on the Shining Man's ashes now. My contacts didn't find any identity matches, by the way. No evidence he existed before Voss.
Whatever this conspiracy is, its people aren't careless. Keep looking. Attempting to unlock the Vitalicron now. Looping you in on the audio feed.
Interface activated. Warning, the memory is corrupted. Came to us from the Nightmare Lands. You knew our ways. You bore a scroll.
I remember so little. What did the scroll say?
A prophecy from the Chamber of Ashes. It had been lost to us.
Die! Go back to the Nightmare Lands. Grateful for your trust, but I must leave soon for Voskar.
Trust does not matter. The prophecy you found speaks of you. You are healed. You are the Shining Man.
Huh. Doesn't tell us why the Shining Man was sent here, but now we know how he conned the Voss.
He manufactured a prophecy somehow, and came to the shrine to earn the Mystic's approval. Then on to Voska.
Where the regular Voss learned to love him. What worries me is where he claims to have gotten that prophetic scroll. The Nightmare Lands are forbidden to the Voss. Legend says the ruins drive people insane, and our scouts come back in parts. Old ruins might be the only place he could find materials to fake a scroll of prophecy. But there's nowhere worse on the planet.
I want to know exactly where he's been.
And I'll dig up what I can, but we've got some prep work to do. Meet me back at the tea house. Baston out.
This is why commandos exist.
I was one, Uncle. They are imperfect. Outsider, forgive us. No tea is prepared. Would you look at something?
Show me what you've got. I'll return the favor.
I was unclear.
This came to us. It speaks to you.
Hello, Agent. Hope you get this in time, because your friend Baston doesn't have long. He's safe for now, but you know the drill. This stays between us. You want him back? Come to these coordinates. It's out in the Gormak lands, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
We do not know him. The message came when Baston went into the city.
I need to go. Breathe a word to your commanders, and Baston isn't the only one who'll suffer.
His family does care for him. Let's try to bring him back, shall we? A Voss commando. The kidnapper left him for us.
Hello, Agent. If you're hearing this, you must have found my messenger. I said I wanted to meet you. Still do. But privacy is in both our interests. The Voss commandos deploy scanning posts out here. Decommission them, and I'll send you final instructions. No recordings this time. I finally get to see your face. Congratulations on disabling those scanners, sending coordinates to our meet.
As soon as I arrive, you shoot me and Baston dies next.
Maybe. But if you don't show up, we'll be gone before you can do anything.
Team Alpha down. She is tough. Yes, sir.
I've crossed the cartel on 3 planets. You expect me to tell one heart from another?
I remember him. Nemro's rival on Hada. Hello, Fathera.
Mind if I skip the speech and just start shooting?
Ow! The boss is out. Job's over. Get off world.
Kavatompa stupa, makinsalika, kapatonka.
I don't like my identity being made public. Who knows the truth?
Kutsinanjie, jatongi ma kechu.
You get to leave here, but in the future you will help me. Provide me with resources and information.
Someone really wants you dead to go digging up your past. Trying to keep you from the Shining Man.
You're gonna bleed out a gut.
I'm not making it home. But at least I'll die an Imperial instead of a blasted alien.
If you have dying words, now's the time.
Suppose intelligence doesn't teach bedside manner. I was studying the Nightmare Lands when I was captured. The Chamber of Ashes. It's where the Shining Man supposedly found his scroll of prophecy. The only maps of the Nightmare Lands are locked in the Capitol building. Carvings, tapestries. You'll never find your way without them.
If there's anything I can do, just name it.
Make the last 5 years matter. My Voss family. They'll get you inside. Get you to the maps. Never thought I'd die here.
Perhaps it is destined.
The mystics haven't spoken.
Not to us. We may hope.
Outsider, where is my brother?
Baston's dead. He was helping me reach the Nightmare Lands, so now you're going to pick up his slack.
How did this happen?
I know the Nightmare Lands. Baston asked about the sacred carvings. I did not know it was for you. The carvings are protected heritage. Only a Voss may study them.
Just give me directions. Guards won't stop me.
You would violate every tradition.
Baston prized your friendship. We must honor that. Only Voss see the carvings. You must be Voss. Become one of our family.
Family or not, will anyone see me as Voss?
We would. It would last long enough. Phaeton, are you willing?
I am. A father finds a wife. Baston never did this for me. Join our family in marriage.
I knew there was something special between us.
Baston wanted to help. So do I.
We mourn later. Make preparations. Go to the sacred flame in the city. You will be married today. You will see the carvings of Nightmare Lands. Baston's wishes fulfilled.
Are you gonna dress up for your big day? It's so exciting.
To be proper, we would ride Bolofants here through incense clouds. This is proper enough.
Skip the ceremony. Where do I sign?
This scroll contains our oaths. Read, and I will begin. You who have no family, come to join the family of Nyatan, who birthed Jitan under the prophecy of 10,000 seeds. You come to bind yourself to a son of Baston. We are children. Will you become Voss with me?
I've always wanted to be an alien.
Will you embrace the traditions of our people? Will you walk with the Voss to our destiny?
Here's where I ask if you pledge yourself to me.
Yes, I will pledge my dreams. Pour my life into your cupped hands. As you will for me. Walk with me before the flame. So long as prophecy allows, we are one. Only the word of a mystic will break our bond. May it never happen. Only the right of our door remains. We may end here if you wish.
We've come this far. Why not see it through?
On Voss, our passions are suppressed until marriage. The right of our door awakens intensity and creates a bond between husband and wife. Will you spend this night with me?
I'll help awaken your passions.
In the morning, we will show you the sacred carvings. You can walk into darkness. We have hours until then.
Cipher 9 to ship. The Voss have shown me their sacred carvings, and informed me that a Sith, Murbek Gen, can provide safe passage into the Nightmare Lands. All evidence indicates our conspirator came from there. I mean to seek out the Shining Man's base of operations, and learn the conspiracy's connection to this world.
System errors detected. Hardware errors detected. Activating defense systems.
We got problems. Turn around.
You come for the Shining Man. Come for his machine that fell from the stars. He camped here 3 moons, studying ancient ways, writing Voss scrolls, writing Voss prophecies in blood and ink.
You're Gormak. I thought you couldn't speak our language.
I speak as he did. Look. I hold the memory of this star machine in my hand. The Shining Man corrupted it before he left. Would have burned it. I saved it.
Gormak sliced the big bad conspirator computer with a rock and string.
Now we bargain for his records.
If that's really the ship's data, I could force you to give it up.
Force me? Fight me? You cannot fight me! The Shining Man arrives, walks in my land, steals my treasures. He makes me angry. Then I watch Shining Man shed skin and become Voss. This is a great feat. He leaves for Voss' shrine. I study his ways to learn his powers. You will take me to him, so I can learn more.
What do you mean, study his ways?
His disciplines. His stories preserved in the machine.
The assassinations today of Senator Nahal and her aide.
From this day forth, I declare country independent of...
1,000 lands serve him, but they do not know. Now, tell me where to find him.
I need more before I'm convinced this bargain is worth it.
You do not know where he is. You die. I stopped his last wish before. Now I put it back.
Final message. The Nightmare Lands have begun to seriously affect my mind. I do not recommend sending initiates here. Let them train to resist the Force somewhere else. Leaving for the shrine tonight. The prophecy is ready. The Voss believe in martyrs, and I'll play this role to the end. Give Hunter my love. Transmit. Activate destruct sequence.
I stopped it last time. This time we all burn.
You can burn if you want. I'm taking that data and leaving. Come on, let's move.
Daughter of my family, forgive this demand. The interpreters of prophecy contacted. They wish to give a message.
I haven't been married a week, and already I'm doing your friends favors.
The interpreters have been watching you in the Nightmare Lands. They say the Chamber of Ashes was set ablaze. They say a prophecy speaks of this, of you. You will meet the three, those who govern Voss.
I don't understand. What prophecy? Why do the three care?
I do not know. The three await you in the capital. I am proud of you, my kin.
You summoned me.
You walk among Voss. You are not Voss. You share tea with low-born families and mystics. Your arrival burned the Chamber of Ashes. A prophecy speaks of these things.
The one prophesied must be brought before the three, given attention and honest aid.
Do you believe in prophecy, outsider?
The mystics have power. That doesn't make them infallible.
Interpretation is a delicate art.
The prophecy that fits you fit the Shining Man. Perhaps both were prophesied. Perhaps one is false. We aid you as we aided him. If one is false, this meeting ensures destiny.
You're worried you helped the wrong man. I'm your insurance.
The three are practical.
The Shining Man told us the secrets of your galaxy. He proposed we make no alliance with outsiders for 3,000 days. In return, he promised the Gormak will be eliminated.
He promised our world will be free from outsiders. No new ships will enter our system.
He promised the Republic and the Empire will cease to exist. We promised the Shining Man to ally with none.
You're talking about reshaping the galaxy in, what, a few years?
We need only wait. We will see if promises are fulfilled.
If the Shining Man's masters are prophesied to succeed, your insight changes nothing. If you are prophesied to succeed, our part is finished. You may go. Act as you wish.
You owe me more than that. I fulfilled your prophecy. I want your help.
What do you wish?
Whatever you can give me. Weapons, supplies, credits.
It will be arranged. Your time on Voss is over. Your battle is elsewhere.
In the shrine you were healed. In Voss-Ka you found family. You came to us broken and leave remade. A mystic asked that I speak those words and give you this. Remember our people.